Alright, I'm going to do a very quick SITREP here. I'm going to try to be as concise as I can. 1. I castled. What do I mean by castling? I had a lease that came up, and I decided not to renew it because I was feeling pretty shaky about my job, and it turned out I was right. My job is going away. More on that in a second. But I said, how about I just not sign this lease and I'll just bounce around doing Airbnbs for a while. And then my relatives came and offered and said, hey, you can stay here with us for a while. Not a permanent thing, don't get comfortable, but if you need a place to stay for a little while, you can. So I'm with them. Initially I was going to pay rent. They said, no, don't pay rent. So I'm in good shape. I'm not going to be homeless. That's good. 2, I decided to go pretty much full minimalist. When I moved, I said, I got all this stuff, don't want to save it, don't want to put it in a storage unit and pay $130 or whatever a month to keep it. I said no, so let it all go. So I got the clothes on my back, some computer equipment, a couple bins full of additional computer equipment and documents and keepsakes, a couple boxes of stuff that I'm going to go through, probably get rid of. I already went through one box. I had 3 boxes when I came. Basically, whatever I could fit in my car I kept, and if it didn't fit, I got rid of it. So I got the clothes on my back, some stuff, that's it. So I'm that much closer to being homeless, I guess. I don't know. And then during the midst of all this, number 3, my ex got hospitalized, wasn't able to take care of my son. So I'm in the midst of moving. I'm finding out I'm losing my job. I'm under all the stress, and then I gotta drop everything in the midst of the move, fly out, grab my son, bring him back. And again, I love my son. I'm glad he's here. I think it's good for him. I think it's good for me. I think it's good for my relatives because they'll get a relationship with them. And they've been very generous. Like they said, I could stay in the room back here. And originally my son was going to stay with me. Like there was 2 beds in here. And they said, nah. They pulled the smaller bed out, put it in another room, stuck him in there. So he's got his own room. So that's amazingly generous of them. So I'm really blessed. They're not taking any money for rent. They're like, you're going to need it, which is true. But yeah, there was all that stress and just made my work situation even worse. So yeah, it turns out, I guess that's number 4. Turns out my job is going away. I really wish they wouldn't have told me that so soon because it was very demoralizing and really hard to be motivated if you know that basically you didn't make the cut, because that's how I'm interpreting this. And I'll go into that in greater detail another time, but I think it all boiled down to I was kind of borderline, and then a couple people said, "Nah, we're not sure about this guy. Let's get somebody else." From their perspective, they made the right call for them. So am I mad about it? Mostly mad at myself because I didn't do as good a job as I'm capable of doing. Um, and I can delve into that later. I got to do a little soul searching too and figure out, like, I'm having trouble motivating myself once I hit walls where, yeah, I just got to figure that out a little bit. Be more disciplined. I never had that problem up till recently. And then just, I think it might be a little bit of burnout. So I've got to address that. And relating to that, 5, what am I going to do about all this? So I'm back here. I am going to start looking for the big job to replace the big job I have now. But the economy sucks right now. There's all sorts of people out of work. I think Google laid off thousands of people today. So it's rough out there. So I am going to try to pick up something part-time immediately that I can do remote and at night to get some money coming in. And then I'm going to spend some time sending out resumes and knocking on doors and all that stuff that you do metaphorically. But I'm also going to try to get some stuff going. Like my current title is AI tool developer, and I've used AI to do amazing things in quick amount of time. I've also used AI to do some stuff that wasn't so amazing that took way longer than it should have. So I've seen both ends of it, and but I think I can I can pull off the vibe coding thing. I mean, I've done it. I've used it in a pinch when I had really tight deadlines on something to get something out the door, um, and it worked for me. Um, so, and I also have I've got some design philosophies and architecture things that I would just want to try out. I just want to research a bunch of things that I might be able to do. I did that today, and I got some really good ideas. Um, I got feedback on ideas that I've been thinking about for a while that was positive. So I'm going to try to do some minimal viable products and get them out there and see where it leads, see if it leads to anything. There's a ton of people trying to do that. There's no great reason to think that I will be any more successful than they are, but I'm going to give it a try and see what happens. And I'm also going to push myself in some new directions as I do it. So I will grow as a developer and test out some things that I'm thinking are important for me to test out. It's like put up or shut up on a couple concepts that I have. So if they prove they don't work, then as I'm architecting or building things, I go, okay, this actually doesn't work doing things this way. If they do work, then I can go, you guys are following all this conventional wisdom, and that conventional wisdom is wrong, and you should do it this way. So being a little contrarian, I guess, but I'd like to try it. So there's that. And then the final thing is just health. My health got much better staying with my relatives. It's right by the beach. There's all sorts of beautiful beaches to go to. The air is um, thicker and more humid. I can breathe much better out here. Some of the other health issues are much better. The one thing I did do is I tried to push a little bit with the intermittent fasting, and I have to be careful because I went at it really hard and I just started getting these massive headaches, and then I went off the intermittent fasting, and then I was just kind of bouncing around a while health wise, and now I'm kind of like stabilized. So I'm going to try to do it again, just maybe not every day of the week, and maybe not 18/6, like um, whatever 14/10 or something like that. And see how that goes. And then I got to make time. Initially, when I came out, I had a pretty good schedule, and because of all the stress with work and my son and all this stuff, my schedule's like right now it's 1:30. My goal this week was to be in bed by 10 o'clock every night, and it's 1:30, and I'm doing this, so I'm blowing it. But I'm hoping to circle back, get back on a schedule, and really start cranking out applications and working on my health, doing long walks, maybe some light weightlifting. If the money coming in from a part-time gig works out enough to where I can afford maybe a gym, I might even do that. We'll see. I think it's going to be a real struggle. God definitely provided me my last two jobs, sustained me through them, and I'm hoping whatever comes next, He'll bless me and do the same for me, and hopefully it won't be too bad. And I'd like to do something that I'm really good at and provides people value, and I get a little bit of enjoyment doing it. I mean, it's work. It's not fun. If it was fun all the time, they call it fun, not work. But I like to have. I'm hoping to be able to do a little work that's a little fun for me too. Kind of finish out my IT career that way. Doing some stuff that I want to do and on my own, and if I can pull that off over the next period of time, that sets me up for the the big move overseas, which I'm hoping to do, where I can live somewhere cheaper. But with all the craziness in the world right now, who knows what kind of options are going to be available. I think they're going to change. Anyway, that's it for me. Approaching 10 minutes. Good night. Take care.